Hey everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and had a good day. This is a brief recap of the Emini 5-minute chart for Monday, March 10th, 2025. Going into the day today, we had about a 1.5% gap down, and that's a big gap down. And when you have a big gap, this is a stat from Ali, so I didn't study this, but I heard him say it. When you have a big gap, there's maybe an 80% chance, there's a high probability that you get a tradable breakout in the direction of the gap within the first hour. So big gap down, expect a tradable breakout down within the first hour. I want to talk about the Globex 5-minute chart actually today. I usually show the Globex 15, which I will because it was a big gap, but I also want to talk about the 5-minute because of bars 2 and 3 today. So we start with the 15-minute, just so we can fill in the gap, what actually happened overnight. And here's the missing information. So here's the close of Friday. Bear breakout, trading range. Bull breakout, trading range. Big bear breakout, deep pullback, but still got a channel. Spike in channel, and we're channeling down into today's open. So probably a little more bearish going into the day, as well as you think about the higher time frame context, the daily chart. No reason to buy here. Tight bear channel, probably only want to look to sell, which means even on the intraday charts, probably going to be harder to make money buying than it is to make money selling. I want to talk about the 5-minute because of bar 3 today. You might look at bars 2 and 3 and say, wait a minute, isn't that a strong enough breakout for a second leg? And it might be, but here's the context going into the day and for this breakout. You can see it might be 1, 2, 3 pushes up after a tight bear channel. So this might be a wedge bear flag. So buying up here, if you're buying up here, you need momentum. And when bar 4 reverses, that is a problem for the bulls. The bulls still got a small second leg. It wasn't symmetrical, but there is a second leg from the low of bar 4 to the high of bar 5. So breakout, pull back, second leg. But look at bars 2 and 3. 2 is an inside bar, so it's a non-breakout bar. And 3 broke out, but needs follow through. It's also a little smaller than bar 2. So maybe losing momentum, tail on the top of the bar. And again, it's against this big gap down, which when we fill in the gap, we fill in the missing information, we know there's a tight bear channel going into the day. So reversal and follow through. Bar 5, strong enough breakout for the bears. Second leg down likely. Sell climax, pause, sell climax, pause. You can see what happened here. 7, bear breakout. Created a gap with the bar 6 low, the bar 7 low, and the close of the bar. The market retested the low of bar 6, tested the gap. Traders sold. Trapped traders, bulls and bears. They sell on the retest during bar 10. We get a second leg down. Sell climax, pause, sell climax, pause, and reversal. So the selling on the way down today, I really wasn't expecting a bear trend day up to here. Tight bear channel, second leg down likely. This entire sell-off is a bear breakout on a higher time frame, even though it's a tight channel on the 5-minute. And because of that, minor reversal is likely, and a second leg down is likely. So the one thing for the bears here is that it might be 3 legs down. 1, 2, 3. So after 3 legs, you might expect 10 bars and 2 legs sideways to up. Again, it's a breakout on a higher time frame. So when you get a wedge, if you're going to trade a wedge, it's much better to trade wedges that are flags. And what I mean by that is like bar 4 today. If you remember the 5-minute chart of the Globex, that's a wedge bear flag. It's better to trade a wedge bear flag and look to sell than it is to look to sell a wedge top. You need a lot of overlap if you're selling a wedge top, because the problem with wedges is that strong trends are always creating wedge bottoms and wedge tops. So you got 3 legs down, you expect a minor reversal, maybe a test of the top of the start of the 3rd leg, but then probably trend resumption and a test of the lows. 18 through 21, strong enough rally, 3 or 4 bar bull micro channel, probably buyers below, first reversal, minor, and second leg up likely. So bar 22 here, is bar 22 a resumption attempt by the bears, or is it a pullback of the reversal? And in this case, 22 was the pullback of the pullback, and the bulls got their second leg. Now what happened on 26? The market tested resistance. What happened back here on bars 11 and 12? This is why it's important to pay attention to stop orders. There's a stop order that triggered above bar 11, and traders got trapped on bar 12. What happened when bar 12 traded above bar 11? Well, you have bulls who bought. Some bulls see maybe a wedge, 1, 2, 3, or micro double bottom, second reversal, decent reversal bar. Bulls buy above 11, they get trapped into a losing position. Bears, they're short for any reason. They see a second reversal. They think I better get out, and maybe I'll look to sell higher. So if a bear exits their short, they're trapped out of a winning trade. Both traders are trapped, and both traders want to sell. So on a retest, tight bear channel, 2 legs, sideways to up, testing resistance. We're testing an area where traders got trapped, and there's traders willing to sell here. Reversal bar 26, low 2 at the moving average in a bear trend. If you're long, better to get out of longs. Wise to exit any long position below 26, and 26 probably always in short. You can sell below a bear bar closing near its low. 27, probably a reset in the leg count. So 27, strong enough bear breakout, second leg likely, and still probably likely that we test the lows, the bar 18 low. But look at the approach. 27, deep pullback, down to 32, pullback, and then down to 35. That's 3 legs down. So what do you expect after 3 legs? Probably a minor reversal. You can say 10 bars and 2 legs. But the context here is a bear trend. It's a bear channel. We're getting lower highs. We're getting lower lows. 36, 37 was a bull trap. And you'll see in any bear channel, bears sell rallies in a bear channel. So 36, 37, it's a good pair of bull bars, but the context is not so great. And I see the argument. There's an argument for the bulls. Maybe it's a lower low major trend reversal. So we have a bear trend on the open, trend line break, and the wedge double bottom retest. So I understand the logic for buying here. But if you're buying here and you get bar 38, that's a problem. And 38 might reset the leg count. This might be a leg 1 breakout. And this is an area where I need to spend more time thinking about this as far as leg count resets, what qualifies, because on a trend day, it's really easy to see every leg down as leg 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's challenging unless you have a way to define a reset in the leg count. One thing we talked about today in the trading room was look at the low of bar 18. This was an important price. The market rallied for 2 legs from this low. So what happens when we retest it? Well, we found support the first time we retested it on 34.35, failed bear breakout, and a pretty decent reversal by the bulls. But then 38 closed below that price. So we have a breakout of the bar 18 low on 38. Pullback, but only maybe a 50% pullback of the bar, and it's a wedge on a smaller time frame, 3 or 4 legs up to 42, and then 42 also closed below the low of bar 18. So breakout, and then maybe delayed follow through. So it's possible 42, 43, breakout follow through 44. This resets the leg count. So a new leg 1, pullback, leg 2. And the question is 48, 49, and 50 strong enough to reset the leg count? So again, this is something I need to spend more time thinking about, but especially on trend days. It's like I mentioned earlier, you're always going to see wedge bottoms. And every attempt to reverse fails. And today's trend was so strong that it's really just one of those trends that you can sell for any reason and make money. So that's why, for these breakouts, I'm being a little vague, and that's because of my own ignorance. I have work to do with leg count reset. Is 38 leg 1? Is 44 leg 1? What leg is this? What leg is this? We finally got an exhaustive sell climax breaking below the channel line down here around bar 66. And we know the probabilities with the market cycle. Channels evolve into trading ranges. So to have a bear breakout of a bear channel is low probability. So when we get that extreme selling, we start to get some of the steepest selling we've had all day. We're 60 bars into a trend. You have to wonder if that is exhaustion and if bears are going to look to take profits. We're also getting close to the final hour of the day. We know that on trend days, you'll often see, on bear trend days, you'll see profit-taking rallies around the last hour of the day. So a sell vacuum, sell climax, and then profit-taking rally here. Lots of profit-taking on 69, 70, 71. Strong enough bar, 69, that it'll probably get a second leg. Bull bar closing on its high after a sell climax late in a trend. Reasonable to exit shorts above 69. And you can buy above 69. It's aggressive, but you can do it. Let me test. The market tested the bar 57 high, the most recent major lower high. Breakout attempt 73. Closes above the high, but no follow through. Big up, big down. Usually creates a trading range, and usually lower highs and higher lows in the form of a contracting triangle. The bull still might get a second leg, maybe on Globex. This rally was strong enough that it'll probably get a better second leg than 76 through 81. And this is enough buying that we may have entered a trading range. You don't get strong micro channels like this in strong bear trends. So it looks like the strong bear trend is over, at least temporarily, and we're entering a trading range phase. But I don't think it's a bull trend. I don't think, it's low probability to go from a strong bear trend immediately into a strong bull trend. And I do think we'll test the lows of this trend fairly soon, whether it's over the next day or two, or maybe even next week. But I do think we'll get back down here and test the lows. That's going to be it for today's recap. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope everyone has a good night.